In 2019, a falconer in Colorado made a mistake. He had trained a bald eagle for 3 years, fed it, cared for it. He thought they had a bond. One afternoon, he walked into the enclosure wearing a new jacket, a different color, a different silhouette. The eagle attacked him without warning, not because the eagle was vicious, but because in those few seconds, the eagle didn't recognize him. And when an eagle doesn't recognize you, you become prey. Today, we're going inside the mind of the most powerful bird on Earth, how it sees, how it thinks, how it judges you, and what happens when America decided to make this creature its national symbol. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you will permanently change the way you look at birds. Let's start with the weapon that makes everything else possible, the eyes. Human eyes have around 200,000 photoreceptors per square millimeter. That sounds impressive, and until you hear that a bald eagle has over 1 million per square millimeter. We see the world in standard definition. The eagle sees it in 8K, but it's not just resolution, it's the field of view. While our eyes face forward, giving us depth perception, but limited range, an eagle's eyes are positioned on the sides of its skull. It can see nearly 340 degrees around it without moving its head. You can't sneak up on an eagle. It's physically impossible. Now here's where it gets truly strange. Inside each eagle eye, there are two foveas. The fovea is the tiny pit inside your eye that handles your sharpest focus. You have one. Eagles have two. That means an eagle can focus on two completely separate objects at the exact same time. While it's locking eyes with you, it's also tracking movement in the grass 200 feet away. It's not watching you. It's watching everything. And color? Eagles see colors that don't exist to us. They can detect ultraviolet light. Mice and small animals leave UV reflective urine trails on the ground. An eagle flying 1,000 feet in the air can follow those trails like a glowing highway, invisible to every other creature on Earth. Their world is painted in colors we can't even imagine, so the eagle can see you perfectly. But does it understand what it sees? The answer is yes, and it goes deeper than most people realize. Research from multiple wildlife centers has shown that eagles have specialized neural pathways for processing faces, including human faces. This isn't instinct. This is recognition. Wildlife handlers who work with eagles long-term report that the birds respond differently to familiar people versus strangers. Same building, same uniform, different person. And the eagle knows immediately. But here's what's fascinating. They don't just recognize faces. They read body language. A person who walks in hunched, moving slowly, avoiding direct eye contact, the eagle classifies them as non-threatening, submissive, possibly prey. A person who walks in upright, makes eye contact, moves with confidence, the eagle sees a challenge, a rival, something to be assessed, and possibly confronted. There's documented behavior of bald eagles in rehabilitation centers who would tolerate certain handlers but become agitated with others, not based on how they were treated, but based on how those people carried themselves. The eagle is constantly running a threat assessment. Every person who enters its space gets evaluated, scored, filed away. You don't get a second first impression with an eagle, and once it's decided you're a threat, that memory doesn't fade. Eagles have been documented recognizing and reacting to specific individuals after separations of months, possibly years. The bird remembers you. The question is what it remembers. In 1782, the United States chose the bald eagle as its national symbol, a bird of power, of freedom, of vision. What they didn't fully advertise was what this bird actually does. Bald eagles in Alaska have a documented history of attempting to take small children. This isn't folklore. The Alaska Department of Fish and Game has fielded calls about it. A bald eagle can exert over 400 pounds of force per square inch with its talons, stronger than most industrial machinery. It doesn't hunt like a lion with power and pursuit. It hunts with precision. It calculates trajectory, wind speed, target weight, all while diving at 100 miles per hour. And yet, and this is the part that gets me, Benjamin Franklin, actually opposed making the bald eagle the national symbol. In a letter to his daughter, he called it a bird of bad moral character, lazy and a coward. He wanted the wild turkey instead. History did not listen to Benjamin Franklin today. There are over 300,000 bald eagles in the United States. After nearly going extinct in the 1960s, decimated by hunting and pesticides, they've made one of the most dramatic wildlife comebacks in history. The bald eagle was removed from the endangered species list in 2007. It is now federally protected. Harming one carries a fine of up to $250,000 and 2 years in prison. America doesn't just love its eagle, it guards it with the full force of the law. There are eagle nests on the rooftops of federal buildings in Washington, D.C. There are documented cases of bald eagles landing in national parks and refusing to move, holding up traffic, ignoring humans entirely because they know they're untouchable. The eagle knows it's protected. Biologists won't say that officially, but the behavior tells the story. Here is the single most extraordinary thing an eagle does. The thing that, to me, separates it from every other creature on this planet. When a storm is coming, and I mean a serious storm, the kind that sends every other bird scrambling for shelter, the eagle flies toward it. It finds the leading edge of the storm front, where the updrafts are strongest, spreads its wings, locks its feathers, and uses the storm's own energy to rise above it. While every other bird hides, the eagle soars above the clouds. It doesn't avoid adversity, it uses it. Eagles are also one of the only birds that will fly directly into the sun, not away from it, into it, because their eyes can handle light levels that would blind most other animals. They use the sun as a navigation tool, as camouflage when hunting from above, as a weapon against prey who can't look up without being blinded. The eagle turns every obstacle into an advantage, and then there is the molt. Every few years, an eagle goes through a process of shedding its feathers, losing the tools that make it a predator. During this time, it withdraws. It slows down, it looks weak, but it emerges with feathers sharper, stronger, more aerodynamic than before. There are cultures around the world, from Native American traditions to ancient Mesopotamia, that use the eagle as a symbol of renewal, of transformation through difficulty. They weren't being poetic. They were describing something real. There is a study from the Cornell Lab of Ornithology that tracked a mated pair of bald eagles over 15 years. In that time, they returned to the same nest, adding to it every year, until it weighed over a ton, the largest eagle nest ever recorded. They didn't build a new home when the old one got complicated. They reinforced it year after year, layer after layer. Eagle pairs are monogamous. They mate for life. And the courtship ritual, before they commit, involves a test. The female picks up a stick in flight and drops it. The male dives and catches it before it hits the ground. She drops it again, higher this time. He catches it again. She keeps raising the stakes until she's satisfied he won't let things fall. Only then does she choose him. I don't know what you came here for today. Maybe you just wanted some cool bird facts. But here's what I keep thinking about when I study eagles. This bird sees more than we do, remembers more than we do, endures more than we do, and it never mistakes activity for progress. It soars when others scatter, and it waits when others rush. There is a reason that every great civilization, Rome, America, ancient Persia, the Ottoman Empire, looked up at this bird and said, "That's what we want to be." They weren't worshiping a bird, they were recognizing a standard. So the next time you see an eagle, whether it's on a dollar bill, a flag, or soaring over your head, remember it's already seen you, it's already assessed you, it's already decided. The only question is, what kind of person does the eagle see? If this video made you see the world a little differently, drop a comment below. Tell me, what surprised you most? Subscribe to Birdhearts, because there are stories in the sky that most people never bother to look up and find. I'll see you in the next one.